Hey guys, it's Kiru. Today I wanted to talk to you a bit about a subject that has been on my mind quite a bit lately. It's the subject of you're only good at something when you're young, which is totally not true. So let me explain. Recently my life has been to a point where I'm trying to move forward my with my art and with my abilities in selling it, and it hasn't been going so well. And it's just made me question of whether I've gone downhill in my life because I've had so many people talk to me and say, oh, your art is good, you should sell it. And then I put my art up for sale and everyone's like, oh, it's not good enough to be sold. Why? Because whenever I was young, I loved to dance, I loved to sing, I loved to draw and create all kinds of art. And people used to compliment me on it all the time about like, oh, you're so good at this. You're such a good artist and you're so young, and I wish I could have been this good whenever I was that young. And now, since I'm older, the compliments have changed drastically on, they're just like, your art is good, like, you should keep trying at it, or your art is alright, I just don't have the money for it, and all this stuff. And it's made me wonder why people think that people have this concept of whenever you reach a certain age, you should either be amazing and professional at the thing that you're doing, or you should be doing something better with your life. That is not true. That is not true at all. And people compare themselves all the time, seeing someone younger who is talented at something and looking at their own art and saying, I can't do this, I'm not as good as someone younger than me. Why am I doing this with my life if I'm not good at it? And that is not a good mindset to have whenever, if you want to do something, you don't ever compare yourself to someone else and say that you can't do it because you're not as good as them. That's just, it's sad. No matter what your age, no matter if you've just started art, if you've been doing it for a long time, your art is amazing. Don't ever compare yourself to someone else. It's sad whenever I've seen so many people who compare their art to someone else's, and you can never know the meaning behind the art. Whenever you compare yourself to someone else, it's like comparing someone who does anime to someone who does hyper-realistic drawings. Like, either one of them is going to love or hate the other one's work, or one of them is going to love or hate their own work because they're not like the other person's work. And you can't do that. They're totally different. And every style of art is like that. No matter what your style, even if it's the same style, you never learn the same way as someone else. So you should never compare your art to someone else's, because your life, your story is different. And you're never too old to start pursuing some kind of art. Because people have this mindset of, whenever they see a 4-year-old play the cello, they're like, oh my gosh, this 4-year-old is amazing, even though they're just playing Twinkle Twinkle Little Star or something. And then if a 20-year-old gets up there and plays Twinkle Twinkle Little Star, the same as the 4-year-old, people will be like, what are you doing with your life? Why are you doing this? But no matter who it is, no matter what your age, please try and encourage the people around you, your loved ones and strangers, in whatever they're doing. No matter what age, no matter what skill level, they are amazing. You are amazing at your art, no matter what you do, no matter if you started it yesterday, no matter if you've been doing it for 40 years. You're amazing, and your art is amazing, and if you put your passion into it, it is incredible. I promise you. I just hope that you encourage people, that you are nice and lovely human beings. I'm sure you are. And yeah. Drink some more tea. I will see you next time, I guess. Love you. Bye. This is so difficult with somebody in the house. Awkward.